What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Shannon Sharpe, no doubt, has seen a career resurgence. Not in football, obviously those days are done, but man, so many people know about Shannon Sharpe, even in Africa. They did not know about him when he played in the NFL, but they know about him now, which speaks to the ability of him to grow his name on his social media platform. He's done something that I've never seen anybody else do. So let me just say this. He has a nightcap. Him and Ocho Cinco, they've been killing it. And Shaquille O'Neal was talked about in the greatest of all time discussions. All right? The GOAT discussions. Let me go ahead on and play what Shannon Sharpe said, and then I'm going to come back.
We're never going to see another guy Shaq's size with his athleticism that was as dominant as him. Shaq should have 5 MVPs. He sees a guy like Nikola Jokic that's not as dominant as him and gets 3 and 4 years. But see, when you historically great, they talk about you as great basketball player, the GOAT, and Shaq is never brought up. And I think a part of him is envious of that.
When we talk about the greatest basketball players of all time as far as the GOAT conversation, Shaq's name is never brought up in that?
Yeah. It's hard for me to put somebody in the GOAT conversation with 1 MVP, regular season. It's hard, Gil. So we're going to take somebody with 1 regular season MVP and put him in front of people that got 3, that got 4, that got 5. If Shaq would have had, if he'd had my work ethic, he'd have had 40,000 points.
So the part I'm going to deal with is if he had my work ethic, he could have got 40,000 points. Now, all right, let me read what Shaq had to say, his entire comment. You took me sticking up shy, asking jealousy of Joker. Shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get to where you at. Is he implying that he got his cheeks clapped? Oh my God, me jealous sounds like you jealous. I know you're trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people in case you forgot. 4 rings, 3 finals MVP, top 50 and top 75. Google me. And to be quite frank, all this new success you got, you still under me. You don't know my work ethic, but I work less than you, but I'm worth more than you. Make it make sense. Love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this ish. Love always the most dominant big man ever who never took it serious. Woo! Remember, I don't know you. Woo! And then the word to Skip Bayless, I'm better than you. Woo! G14 classification. I have it. You don't. None of my profession. In your GOAT debate, never wanted to be the GOAT. I wanted to be who you should greet me as the most dominant ever. Hashtag the apex predator. Man, is he trying to say he got his cheeks clasped, brothers? Now let me let Shannon finish what he's saying.
I've never professed that I was as great as Shaq. I got what I got because I worked my ass off. Now, Shaq has been the one that said that he didn't work as hard, he didn't train as hard, he didn't eat as well as he should have. Shaq is the one that anytime someone wins an MVP, he talks about how he should have been the MVP over Steve Nash. Now, you guys have heard me speak glowingly. I say Travis Kelce's better tight end than I was. So was Gronk. I got no problem. You know why I got no problem, Ocho, with giving people credit?
Right.
Because I got everything out of my God-given ability. God gave me the ability to do what I could do, the way I trained, the way I ate, the way I slept. I would have felt some type of way if I'd have got these numbers and I half-assed it. But I never half-assed it. Am I the equivalent as a football player as Shaq was as a basketball player? No. But what I did do is that I maximized that. You allowed your weight to get out of control. The injury started to creep up, and you got 4 rings.
Okay. Now, I'm going to let Shaq admit that he never worked hard in practice, okay?
The guy that I'm playing against, they're under me. So to try to show that they're worthy of being an NBA player, they would touch me up. So it's my philosophy, I'm not going to get touched up twice. I'm not going to get beat up in practice. Then I'm not going to get beat up in the game. So I'll chill in practice, and I'll give you my all in the game. So when they used to see that, it was like, oh, he's not working hard, but I'm not. I'm not going to work hard. I'm going to go out in front of these 16,000 people and give you 28-10. I'm going to go out and dominate. I'm going to go out, hit clutch free throws when I need them. That's what you pay me for. You don't pay me to come in here at 9, from 9 to 12. And it's actually a bad way to think. It's actually a bad way to think. No player that's listening to this interview should do what I did. Don't do it. But I knew that if I didn't practice, I knew I'd have to step up in the arena.
All right, so here's what I want to say. Shaquille O'Neal was very talented. I mean, I was there, in that era when Shaq got drafted in 1992-93. I was only 11, bro. So I grew up on Shaq. I seen Shaq kill the king so many times. So, he has his reasons why he didn't want to get beat up in practice and in the game, whatever. And even though Shannon Sharpe makes the point, and I understand what he's saying, bro, you never will say to a man, if he had my work ethic, even if that's true, like as black men, we got to understand what not to say. And Shannon Sharpe need to apologize to him, because you're trying to tell this person who is a top 10, 15 player of all time if he had your work ethic. Like, hold on, bro. Even if that's true, you don't say certain things, because ain't nobody gonna take that lightly. It's people who do better than me in this business. I know they don't work like I do. And I would never say on a video, if they had my work ethic with their ability, that they would be doing X, Y, and Z. You don't even talk like that as a man. Okay? You don't even deserve to be in the conversation, Shannon. If you're talking about Jokic and whatever else, leave yourself out of it. The fact you put yourself in there is why he fried your ass. And you are being disrespectful as a black man. And we got to know that he should come out and say, you know what, Shaq, I apologize. I should have never put myself in there. And you're an older guy too. You know better than that, bro. You know better than that. It doesn't even make any goddamn sense for you to do that. And I don't care how much talent you got. You never speak on a man's name saying if he had what you got, he'd be so much better. Even though that man got more than you. That man is more, like, make it make sense. And I get his point. But we gotta know what we saying is, we gotta know what we saying as men, brothers. As black men, we gotta know what we are saying and how a lot of brothers don't like that. Okay? Don't never compare yourself and your work ethic to somebody else. You do what you do. There are some people here on YouTube, man. They don't work nearly as hard as I do. Man, they much better YouTubers than me. And you know what? I can never say if they worked hard as me, they would be. No, just listen, man. God gave them something, an idea or a strategy he didn't give me. I need to worry about myself, and and that's it. If Shaq feels like he didn't get the MVP, he didn't get it. But Shaq is definitely gonna be, if not one of the greatest players. I'm gonna be honest here, right? A center never gonna get the GOAT after Kareem. Okay, we know this is a guard style league ever since Jordan. We talking about a guy that's a small forward, a shooting guard. That person is going to always be looked at as the GOAT now, right? So when we talk about the greatest of all time, it's never a power forward. It's usually never a center unless it's Kareem, right? You're always talking about Michael, Kobe, LeBron. If you're lucky, you might be talking about some of these new guys here, but you're not going to consider him to be a GOAT. It's going to be a small forward or shooting guard. A guy that's flying up and down the wing, making exciting plays, things like that. Guys like Shaq, because of their ability and physicality, people gonna look down, but like, he ain't that skilled. But that's a goddamn lie, because Shaq was skilled as hell. Oh my God. Oh my God, he was super skilled. But that's the way that the league works. Okay? And Shannon Sharpe don't have no goddamn business mentioning that, bro. You out of pocket. He should have fried your ass. I'm glad he fried your ass. I want to fry his ass for you. No diddy. No diddy, because he said he knew what you did to get there. You might have got clapped up. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Drunk. Put your fire, you do serve the bell. We're out.